Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84 and thank you for joining me for another episode of Die Roten Bullen. We are currently out in Germany managing Red Bull Leipzig. So in the last episode we were very much humbled by the mighty force that is Inter Milan and Romelu Lukaku. In today's episode we are going to be concentrating on winning the Bundesliga. We have a nice 5-point lead coming into today's game against Union Berlin, and hopefully in the next couple of games we are going to be wrapping up another Bundesliga title. But before we get into any of today's match footage, please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. If you've already done that though, let's jump on in and have a look at the team that is going to be playing against Union Berlin today. So we've got Galaxy in goal, Nets, Guardiola, Canate and Lamptey. We've got Pino, Sandri and Thales Magno. Forsberg, Ali and Brenner will line up in the attacking options. So hopefully a bounce back performance and 3 more points will go nicely in our quest to win another Bundesliga title. Up and running then in the Bundesliga, and not a lot happening in the first 10 minutes. First highlight though is going to be a goal kick for Union Berlin. They play it out quite sloppily and Forsberg picks the ball up. Can't beat his man, but Sandri gets on the ball, lays it into the path of Brenner, and the goalkeeper makes a vital save to turn it round for a corner kick. Slightly disappointed there, Brenner hasn't hit the back of the net. He's been in such good form for the club that I was hoping he would have made that early chance pay off. But we are now doing some defending as Union Berlin are in, and they have a shot that's turned round the post, I think. Might have caught deflection along the way. It did indeed, and it's a corner. Let's see how we defend this. Guardiola with a big jump at the back post heads it away quite nicely. So we are winding down the Bundesliga season. Borussia Dortmund, though, I think I just saw that they are winning their game, and as we are not, the gap has reduced slightly during the games. But Pino finds Brenner with a massive ball over the top. Brenner goes past one defender and then hits it straight at the goalkeeper. These are chances that Brenner would normally be taking, I am sure. But we are going to have a corner kick, which is delivered in by Forsberg. Canate, playing in one of his last games for the club before his big move to Monaco, tried to get the header at the near post, couldn't. Forsberg then tries to get the ball back in and he can't. And it's a little bit of a scrappy affair at the moment, certainly in terms of our own players. Thales Magno is now injured, which means that Plie is going to come on that right hand side and take his place. Yeah, a little bit of a up and down performance from our own players, and again we are on the back foot here with the defending. Canate, I think it was, got out jumped there, and the header was saved by Galaxy before being turned around the post. So living dangerously here. However, a throw in for Union Berlin leaves Brenner in. He's given them 2 warnings. He won't give them another one. It's 1-0. Brenner has scored his 39th goal of the season, and that is impressive no matter what league you were in. To score 39 goals in a season for a club, seriously impressive. He has 3 games left after this one where he could hit the 40 mark. I mean, he could do it before half time, knowing Brenner, but he's absolutely fantastic and a bargain signing in this game. I don't even think we had to pay that much for him. I will check that at half time. And I think the money that we have spent has been more than rewarded. Ali Akman is a player who has dropped off towards the end of the season. He wasn't very influential against Inter Milan in the second leg, and his goals have dried up a little bit. But for a player who is as young as he is, and a player who we have relied on throughout the season, I think he's more than entitled to have a few off days. And we are going to have a counter-attack, which Pino tried to start off, but the clip cuts away. So Brenner, how much did we pay? We paid £8.75 million for Brenner. He moved to Cincinnati from Sao Paulo for 11 million, and then we snapped him up for 8.75. And his return in the 2 seasons, or season and a half, I think, that he's played there, because he only played 17 games last season, scored 11, and he's averaging a goal a game this season. So absolute fantastic signing for Red Bull Leipzig. And we have got a throw-in now, down by the corner flag as Lamptey throws it to Sandri. Back to Lamptey. Sandri plays it into Plie. Comes all the way across to Forsberg, who turns, has a shot, but it goes straight at the goalkeeper. And he's going to launch them off on an attempted counter-attack, which actually only ends up coming back towards them. Plie moves the ball forwards, gets tackled, and Sandri ends up with the ball in the middle of the park, plays it to net. Forsberg, Ali Akman tries to beat a man, kind of runs into him, but still has the ball, and then plays it straight to a Union Berlin player. I think it could be the signs of fatigue there, as he didn't even really look at where the pass went. And all of a sudden, Union Berlin were in, and with a 1-0 lead, that was more dangerous than it needed to be. So we have Arazo on the bench. He's still with the club. It's absolutely shocking, really, that he hasn't done a lot better in the Bundesliga. He has struggled a little bit to establish himself in the side, and Ali Akman jumped above him in terms of players who would be playing up front. And we're going to give him a few chances towards the end of the season to show us that he is the player that everybody raves about. But Brenner's star is shining so bright that it might be difficult for him to do, as Plie hits the post there with a shot across goal. And then we're going to have a throw in, nets to Pino, back to nets, cross in, there's Brenner, takes it. Oh my gosh, how has he missed that? I was just talking about how Brenner's star is shining bright. He beats the goalkeeper, has the whole goal to tap it into, and looked like he tried some flick or trick that has hit the post and gone out. So absolute craziness that he did not score there. I absolutely cannot believe it that he didn't score. And there's going to be a highlight here in the 93rd minute. So 3 minutes added on. Plie turns his man, runs towards the defenders. The defender's quick enough to get back in front of him though. So he plays it to Lamptey. Plays it back to Plie. His shot is turned over the bar. In fact, no, it just went over the bar. It looked like the goalkeeper had saved that, but it just actually went over the bar. We are going to try and waste a few seconds by bringing on Tonali if we can. But the ball was stolen. Here's Arazo. Tries to play it in for Brenner. I don't know if it's a confidence thing with him. He just doesn't look right in this team. Matheus Arazo has really not shone as much as I thought he would. But it may not have been the most entertaining games. We can't win them all 5-0. It's a single goal victory. We have outperformed Union Berlin everywhere apart from possession, actually. So in terms of their possession, they did very well in the game, but we come away with 3 points. So I think there's only 3 games left of the season, and let's actually have a look at how Borussia Dortmund got on. So Borussia Dortmund won 5-2, which means that the point stays at 5. No, the gap stays at 5 points with 3 games to go. So 9 points to play for. We are close. We are close. So what I am going to do is I'm going to push forwards. I'm going to potentially skip 1 game, so it's down to 6 points, and then the gap will be at 5. Hopefully, I'll be back when... Yeah, I'm going to say when we win the league, and we will show the episode where we win the league, and then it will be on to season review time. But before I go, please don't forget, if you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. But for this one, that's going to be a wrap. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.